there, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Thursday. It is November the 6th. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and starting off rather well on the roads. There is one closure, and that's out in Scugog. There's a head-on collision, possibly fatal, actually. So that's ongoing for OPP.
All right, well, temperatures at this early hour are quite chilly, depending on where you are.
Showers in Toronto as well.
Yeah, we were anticipating the potential just with some pre-dawn showers, but it looks as though it's kind of wrapping up in itself, this system. So we are going to be seeing those showers move in later today, which is good news for the morning commute.
Well, that's right. And so it should be a fairly good commute this morning. Haven't seen any major problems in town, which is good.
All right, well, yesterday we did see a fairly decent day around things. I will tell you how cold it's going to get coming up, but first, here's... Well, today we do have those showers pushing in through the GTA, mostly this afternoon through the evening. We'll start to clear through the overnight, and then this little trough, that's going to be responsible for bringing in a lot of cold air. So tomorrow, a much cooler day. High pressure in place, so we will see some sunshine. This next system on Saturday could potentially be bringing us a rain-snow mix, but not until late day Saturday. Temperatures through the afternoon are too warm. We'll just see some rain. Well, it is going to be a cool and damp start to the morning, depending on where you are. We do have a system coming in through the Great Lakes that is going to bring some early rain showers through Barrie and through Orangeville and Kitchener. Temperatures quite cool. Think jacket, umbrella, scarf, maybe 5 degrees through Kitchener and Orangeville. We're looking at 8 overcast conditions through Toronto. If you're hitting the road and heading north, be prepared for much cooler temperatures up in North Bay. Only a temperature of 1 this morning. Hi there, good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. It is Thursday. It is November the 6th. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and hopefully you had a good night, well rested, ready to start a new day. What is it? Yeah, Thursday, so that's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's sort of like a mini Friday.
That's what you say all the time.
Well, it is, so close.
Yeah.
I can just taste Friday.
You can taste the weekend.
That's right.
All right, well, temperatures are certainly a little bit on the cool side for some this morning, and unfortunately it's only going to get worse. But if you don't have your snow tires on and you have, crummy tires, tomorrow could be slippery.
Yeah, it could be. It's going to be pretty. The temperatures are looking like they're going to stay a little bit above freezing, so I don't think we're going to get much icing, which is good news from the standpoint of drive. But yeah, it's time to plan ahead and get your tires on.
Absolutely. Now, yesterday we saw temperatures that were seasonal. We were up to about 10 degrees, not bad through the GTA. A few moments, but first I'm going to turn over to Tom for traffic. Rain developing throughout the afternoon today. We are going to continue to see these showers through the evening and overnight, and then tomorrow morning, pre-dawn, that's where that trough comes in with a lot of cold air. That is where we could see that fine line of a rain-snow mix. It's not going to be a lot, but certainly you could look outside and go, I think that's snow. Now for the weekend, well, Friday doesn't look too bad, but we're cold. For the weekend, new system coming in for Saturday. Late day Saturday and into Sunday, there is a good chance for a bit of a rain-snow mix throughout much of southern Ontario, clearing out for Sunday. Here's a look at the radar with the rain moving in through parts of the lower Great Lakes, coming in through the Barrie area. You're going to see showers for the better part of the day today. It's not necessarily going to reach the downtown core until later on this morning and in through the afternoon, and it's not going to be a lot of rain when it does. We're looking at less than 5 millimeters. Unfortunately, the trough coming in behind this low is going to bring with it a lot of cold air, so there is going to be the potential for a very fine line of a rain-snow mix early tomorrow morning. So for you early commuters that get out, this is where you could see some slippery sections. Now behind this low, we are going to see a bit of a clearing trend, but much colder temperatures. So today we're going to see seasonal. Tomorrow we're looking at about 5 degrees, but sunshine. Now over the weekend, a new system comes in for Saturday. This one is going to develop as rain through the afternoon, but then through the evening and overnight, the potential is there for a switch over to a rain-snow mix. Hi there, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Thursday. It is November the 6th. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, on a fairly smooth start. The weather behaving, unless you happen to be up in Barrie area. You got a little bit of rain up there, but here we're looking pretty good.
How's the road?
The road is dry here.
Good.
Yeah.
Besides it being dry, I know it's dry. Are there any problems?
Well, we got one problem. That's one problem. That's out on Highway 12.
All right.
Scugog fatal crash out there.
Oh, okay. All right. We do have a look at the radar. We are going to be lasting for a long time, and if it does fall, it will be primarily rain, but there is that very, very fine chance for a bit of snow in there, too.
Well, that's not too bad. You know what I love about this season?
What?
The food.
Yeah.
I love the fall food, the comfort foods. Made ham and scalloped potatoes and things like that last night. It's good.
If I lived at your house, it would be like, you'd have to like roll me out.
Anyway,
be awful.
we try to eat well, but I mean, nonetheless, I love this season for that reason alone.
Yeah, I'm coming to your house for dinner tonight.
On.
Yesterday was a nice day. We did details coming up in your long range forecast, but first, here's Tom with traffic. Rain for the better part of the morning and through the afternoon. This evening it'll continue. There's that trough developing that's going to bring in a big push of cold air, and that's why we could see that transition to a bit of a rain-snow mix pre-dawn tomorrow. We do have a fairly decent Friday. Some areas could pick up a bit of a rain-snow mix, but in through Saturday, we are looking at showers primarily through the afternoon, and then again temperatures dropping by the evening. Could see a setup for rain-snow mixing, and it's going to clear up but be cool for Sunday. Here is the rain moving in through cottage country, through Barrie, down towards Kitchener-Waterloo, through Guelph and Cambridge. We are going to see less than 5 millimeters of rain with this system, so not huge amounts. But what's going to happen behind it is that we do have this very little trough that is going to be moving in, bringing in a lot of cold air with it. So the potential is there tomorrow morning for a bit of a rain-snow mix. Now, once the system clears out, we do have what appears to be a dirty high moving in, which means we're going to see quite a bit of cloud cover and a very slight risk of some precipitation throughout the day on Friday. Saturday is the next big system that I do want to talk about, however, because temperatures on Saturday are going to be about 7 degrees. So we are going to start off with rain primarily as the system approaches. But once we cool down through the evening and overnight into Sunday, that is where we could see the potential for a rain-snow mix, and then temperatures really cooling down on Sunday, a high of about 4 degrees. All right, thanks so much, Mike. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Thursday. It is the 6th of November, and it's a cool start to the day for many. Today's forecast is very similar to yesterday, except we're actually going to see more wet weather today, and I'll break that down for you in just a moment. The potential for a bit of a rain-snow mix. Temperatures are going to be cold enough. Less than 5 millimeters, not tons of rain, and then there's that risk tomorrow anywhere from Barrie south. We can see that fine line of rain-snow mix. Temperatures are just going to be cold enough, and there is going to be that little tiny bit of moisture, just enough instability hanging around just along that trough that's going to be bringing in a lot of cold air. So there's that trough. Once that pushes through, we should see a fairly decent afternoon on Friday. Not a lot of sunshine. We've got a dirty high coming in. And then on Saturday, a new system, and this one also has the potential to end off with a bit of a rain-snow mix Saturday overnight and into Sunday. All right, here's Tom Reynolds now with an update on your commute. Well, we can see the rain through cottage country, through Barrie, down towards Kitchener-Waterloo. We're seeing a little bit of fog. It's a cool start to the day. The rain's going to move in through the GTA later on this morning and in through this afternoon. It's going to be fairly consistent but fairly light. We're looking at less than 5 millimeters. Temperatures are going to drop considerably behind the low. So when the trough moves through, we are going to see that potential for a rain-snow mix. This is going to be happening early tomorrow morning. So when you see your Friday icon, whether you're looking at it on your app or if you're looking at it on TV, you are going to see that rain-snow mix, but that's just for early in the morning. So by 8 a.m., most of the precipitation is going to clear out, and we actually have a bit of a clearing trend coming in behind it. Now, it's not going to be a brilliant sunny day tomorrow. It's a dirty high, but we are going to be seeing a lack of precipitation until Saturday. Brand new system comes in, starts as rain, ends up as rain-snow mix. All right, thanks so much, Kevin. Kevin said for the second day in the row, it's a chilly start to the day earlier in his broadcast. Welcome to winter, Kevin. It's going to be every day from now on for the next 6 months.
Aren't we going to get a reprieve somewhere in there?
No.
Really?
Well, we might. I mean,
I'd like to see, maybe 12, 13 degree temperatures again.
I don't know if that's going to happen, at least in this month, and you can blame Typhoon Nuri for that.
Ah.
It's coming over the Pacific, bringing in a lot of cold air with it, and the prairies, they're going to be in a deep freeze this week, and we're just going to feel it next week.
Oh, that's great.
I know. I'm just the bearer of great news,
great
aren't
news,
I?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, some people really like winter. They're excited for snow.
Yeah, and then
you're not one of them.
And then you're going to take off and go to Jamaica.
Well, that just happens.
Yeah, it just happens.
Let's take a look at the radar. An incredible amounts of rainfall, only about 5 millimeters. We'll talk more about the potential for a rain-snow mix in just a moment, but first, here's Tom with traffic. Okay, so when you put on your app on your phone for the Weather Network, or you check the computer, or you're watching us and you see an icon, you think, well, rain snow mix for Friday. No, that's not the case. It is going to be through the early morning hours, and that's why we want to let you know about it, because this is just in time for your early morning commute, pre-dawn until about 8 a.m. And then we will start to see the system clear out. It's not going to be a brilliant sunny day. We've got a dirty high coming in behind it, so quite a bit of cloud cover, and it's going to be much cooler. We're only going to see a daytime high of 5 throughout the day tomorrow. Saturday, new system comes in. This one, our temperatures are going to be too warm for it to snow to start. We're going to see a daytime high of 7 for Saturday, but by Saturday night, overnight into Sunday, that is where we can see the transition. Here's the rain coming in for today. We're already seeing it through cottage country along the shores of Huron and Georgian Bay, getting closer to that GTA. We've got some light mist and fog in Hamilton right now. For the most part, we're only seeing about 5 millimeters of rain, so certainly not crazy amounts, but it's just going to leave us with kind of a gloomy, overcast, drizzly day. By tomorrow morning, temperatures are going to be cold enough that we can actually see some of this moisture transition into a rain-snow mix. Keep that in mind as you're heading out to pre-dawn. So we're looking at hours between about 6 and 8, so that's where you can see the potential for the rain-snow mix. A dirty high moves in behind it, so we're not going to see a brilliant sunny day tomorrow. We are going to see quite a bit of cloud cover, but it'll be dry for the most part after the rest of that system moves out. Saturday, new system approaches, starting off as rain and 7 degrees, but by the evening, we're looking at a rain-snow mix into Sunday morning. Well, it is going to be a cool and damp start to the morning, depending on where you are. We do have a system coming in through the Great Lakes. It is going to bring some early rain showers through Barrie and through Orangeville and Kitchener. Temperatures quite cool. Think jacket, umbrella, scarf, maybe 5 degrees through Kitchener and Orangeville. We're looking at 8 overcast conditions through Toronto. If you're hitting the road and heading north, be prepared for much cooler temperatures up in North Bay. Only a temperature of 1 this morning. Thanks so much, Kevin. Yeah, as you can see, I mean, it's going to be kind of a gloomy start to the day, but we do have that rain coming in. Temperatures, you can blame our cold temperatures next week on Typhoon Nuri. Coming over the Western Pacific, it's dropping a lot of pressure, and our jet stream is not going to be kind to us.
Well, that's not good.
It just sort
of pumps all that cold air right down on top of us, unfortunately.
Literally, like this huge high over Greenland is certainly not going to help the eastern portion of the country, but the west could be sitting pretty, so.
Well, that's all right. I think move to Vancouver.
I'd love to move to Vancouver. Shh, don't tell anybody I said that.
All right.
Okay, here's a look at the radar. We do tomorrow morning. Speaking of the drive, how's today's commute, Tom? Well, this system, it's going to be a bit of a nuisance throughout the day today. It'll taper off by, well, tomorrow morning, really. We do have a trough moving in behind it with a lot of cold air, and this is where we could see that fine line of a rain-snow mix lasting until about 8 o'clock. Once 8 o'clock hits, we will start to clear out. We're not going to be left with a brilliant sunny day, but we are going to see drier conditions. Saturday, we do have a new system approaching. This one has the potential to bring us a rain-snow mix through the evening and overnight into Sunday. The daytime high on Saturday is just too warm, 7 degrees, so it'll be all rain primarily. New systems for the beginning of next week. Showers moving in through cottage country already, and you can see that fine line of snow to areas further north. We're talking Sudbury north, so don't worry about it unless you're traveling to the Nickel Belt today. We've got about 5 millimeters of rain in the forecast, so not a lot, but it's just going to give us a gray, gloomy, drizzly kind of day. And then tonight, a trough's going to move through, bringing in a lot of cold air with it, which means we've got the potential to early tomorrow morning between kind of like 5 and 8 a.m. we could see a bit of a rain-snow mix, but once this system clears out, we'll see a much drier day for Friday. Thanks for joining us, taking a quick look at your 7-day forecast for Toronto. It's not looking great for the next couple of days. If you're planning on getting out this weekend, it's going to be cool and it's going to be wet. The Royal Winter Fair kicks off this weekend on Friday. So if you want a dry and warm place for the kids, I suggest you go there. We're looking at 5 degrees. Temperatures for the next couple of days are really going to fluctuate, and I'll get into those details in your long range. But first, I'm going to turn over to Tom. He has an update on traffic. Well, the good news is that you don't have to add rain to that yet in through much of Toronto and just surrounding areas. We are seeing some rain up through Barrie and through Owen Sound. And through Hamilton, we have been reporting some light mist and a little bit of fog, but this rain is not going to be heavy rain throughout the day today. We're looking at less than 5 millimeters. Temperatures tonight, however, are going to cool down significantly, so we could actually be seeing a bit of a rain-snow mix transition late overnight, early tomorrow morning, so certainly could affect your morning commute. Once that system moves out, however, it won't be a brilliant sunny day, but at least it will be dry. Thanks so much, Kevin. Do you see the underbite on that little puppy?
Yeah, well.
So cute.
It's a pug, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, they're
pugs. Yeah, they have a little bit of an underbite.
A little squishy face. Cute. All right, well, the rain is certainly going to put a damper on your walk if you're heading out in the next couple of hours. That is when we're going to see the rain start to fall through much of the GTA. On that, coming up in just a few moments. But first, here's Tom with your commute. All right, thanks, Tom. Okay, well, today we've got a wet day and temperatures getting up to about 10 degrees, so we're seasonal. This little trough brings in a lot of cold air. That is where we're going to see that transition to a rain-snow mix early tomorrow morning. Now, we've got high pressure moving in behind it, but it is not going to be a brilliant, sunny, beautiful day. We're going to see quite a bit of cloud cover and cold temperatures. Only a high of 5 tomorrow. 7 is our high for Saturday. So when this system approaches, we're going to see primarily rain, but as it exits, colder temperatures behind it gives us a rain-snow mix. Rain on the way. We're already seeing it up through cottage country. A lot of places reporting some light fog and some mist as well. Not a ton of rain. We're looking at less than 5 millimeters throughout the day today, but temperatures tonight could get cold enough that any kind of residual moisture that's left over once the low moves east, we could be picking up a bit of a rain-snow mix. Yeah, temperatures hovering around 2 degrees tomorrow morning, so just above the freezing mark. Areas further north, Newmarket through Vaughan, Thornhill, up through Orangeville, anywhere north of Kitchener, anywhere north of Toronto, really, up towards Barrie is where we could see that potential for mixing especially. Now, behind this system, we do have high pressure moving in, but it's a dirty high, so we're going to see quite a bit of cloud cover with this. We do have a new system coming in for Saturday. Temperatures are going to be warm enough that it is going to stay straight rain throughout the afternoon. By the evening and overnight into Sunday, that is where we could see a mixing. Absolutely. I'm just going to say it's cold.
Chilly. I'm going to go with chilly. Actually, I might make chilly. Just thought of it.
I don't know anybody that complains about not liking snow and cold temperatures more.
Than you?
No, than you.
Than you?
You.
No.
Yet
We.
it's 3 degrees and you're like, no, it's not cold. It's chilly.
Well, anything below 0 is cold. Below 0 is cold.
Oh, okay.
Above 0
Oh, okay.
is chilly.
So your threshold is okay, but you just want to complain about the snow all the time.
I want to complain about the
Okay.
snow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just so we're
I'm going to
clear.
try to embrace it this year, around April.
Yeah, right. Okay, here's a look at the rain and that. Speaking of commute, how is today's? Did they find that car on fire?
No, they didn't.
Well, we are going to see rain throughout the day today, but not a lot. We're looking at less than 5 millimeters. Temperatures behind this system are going to cool down significantly. So when we see that trough go through the late overnight and early tomorrow morning, that's where we could pick up a rain-snow mix. So if you're an early morning commuter, give yourself a little bit of extra travel time. Areas north of the GTA, Orangeville, Mount Forest, Vaughan through Thornhill, that is where we could see that mixing straight up through Barrie. Saturday, new system comes in. Temperatures are going to be warm enough that it is going to start off as rain, but we're going to drop through the evening and overnight, that we could see a transition of a rain-snow mix into Sunday, but then we'll clear out, may see some sun. Thanks, Mike. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Thursday. It is the 6th of November, and it is a cool and kind of gloomy start to the day. By the afternoon, we're going to see daytime highs hovering around 10 degrees, which now are already seeing the showers moving through parts of cottage country up in Barrie. Not so much through the downtown core. We have been reporting fog and light mist through Hamilton and in through Kitchener this morning, so it's certainly going to feel a little bit damp. Not a lot of rain with this. We're expected to see about 5 millimeters. And then tonight through tomorrow morning, that's when temperatures are really going to drop. That is where we could see that fine line of a rain-snow mix. Areas around the Nickel Belt, straight snow. So if you've got travel plans, pack your winter gear. Behind this system, once that residual moisture pushes out throughout the afternoon tomorrow, we are going to be seeing a bit of a clearing trend. High pressure moves in, but it's a dirty high, so we're going to see a lot of cloud cover and cold temperatures. Only 5 degrees tomorrow. Saturday, new system comes in, brings in more wet weather. Here's Tom now with an update on traffic. Kevin, I hope you're paying attention to them because we're not.
I know he's been giving us different temperatures all day, so I'm not just sure.
He's been throwing out numbers left, right, and center.
Somewhere between 5 and 7, I think, is what he was saying.
I think so too. Regardless, it is a chilly start to the day. You're going to need your scarf. You're going to need your bits. And Kevin's threshold is pretty high. As he's been saying, if he's wearing gloves, it's pretty cold out.
I disagree totally. I don't think you need mitts or scarves. I mean, really. I mean, 5 to 7 degrees, it's almost just cool.
I wore my parka.
I know, but that's so not even in the equation.
But there's nothing wrong with wanting to be warm all the time.
Well, okay.
Right?
I guess. Okay.
Take a look at the radar. Well, we do have rain to deal with primarily throughout the day today and into tonight. Behind the system, little trough develops. It's going to bring in a lot of cold air with it. So that fine line of rain-snow mix tomorrow morning. We're also going to see some cold temperatures. Now, we do start to clear out through the later part of tomorrow morning and into the afternoon. We're not going to be seeing too much in the way of sunshine. We'll see a lot of cloud cover with this dirty high, but it's still going to be relatively dry. Come Saturday, new system moves into the area. Our temperatures are going to stay warm enough throughout the day. We're seeing a daytime high of 7. That we are going to primarily see rain with this, but as this system exits Saturday night and into Sunday, we could see a rain-snow mix and then cooler temperatures. Thanks, Tom. Well, today is going to be fairly gloomy and fairly wet. A lot of cloud cover and showers, but not a ton of rain. We're only looking at about 5 millimeters or less. What's going to happen tonight as our temperatures get colder, the risk of us seeing that transition of a rain-snow mix starts to increase. It's going to be anywhere south of Barrie, so if you do have early morning travel plans, give yourself a little bit of extra travel time tomorrow. Once the system moves out by about mid-morning, we'll start to see a clearing trend. We'll see high pressure move into the area. It's not going to be a beautiful, brilliant sunny day. We're going to see a lot of cloud cover, and then the next system moves in for Saturday. Keep in mind, temperatures tomorrow are going to be cold. We're only going to see a daytime high of 5. Next system coming in for Saturday starts off as rain with a daytime high of 7, but then as that system pushes east, we could see it exiting on a rain-snow mix. Hi there, good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Thursday, it is the 6th of November, and we are off to another chilly, well, quite foggy start of the day, depending on where you are. Kevin Yard's joining us in beautiful Kitchener, Ontario. I believe he's at Victoria Park, and he's kind of battling the elements this morning. Thanks so much, Kevin. No active weather yet. We do have some rainfall on the way throughout the day today. We're looking at mostly cloudy conditions this morning. The rain will start to push in later on through the afternoon, evening, and overnight. It's going to stick around. We're seeing less than 5 millimeters throughout much of the GTA. Temperatures tonight, cold enough that could leave us with that fine line of mixing. So if you're an early morning commuter, you may want to give yourself a little bit of extra travel time, especially areas just north of the GTA, so Mount Forest through Orangeville and Vaughan and through Thornhill, all the way up towards Barrie. That's our best chance of seeing some mixing. And then if you're heading up to Owen Sound into the Nickel Belt, straight snow for you today and into tomorrow. Behind this system, we do have a much colder air coming in. So temperatures tomorrow only hitting 5 degrees. You see this high pressure, you're thinking, oh good, okay, it'll clear out, it'll be sunny. Not really. It's a dirty high, so we're going to see a lot of cloud cover throughout the day tomorrow, but primarily after the system finishes at about 8 a.m., well, mid-morning, I should say, we are going to see drier weather, but it's not going to be brilliant and sunny. Now, we are going to be seeing a new system approach throughout the day on Saturday. Temperatures are going to warm up to about 7 degrees, so this is going to start all as rain. But by late day Saturday and into Sunday morning, temperatures will be cold enough that we may see that transition to a bit of a rain-snow mix before it tapers off completely, and we'll be left with a mix of sun and cloud for Sunday. Now into Monday, another system approaches later on during the day. We are going to be seeing rain with this lingering throughout the day on Tuesday. So our next 7 days looks relatively unsettled, and then by the end of next week, we're going to see a lot of cold air filter in. Take a look at Wednesday and Thursday. 2 degrees. Seasonal for this time of year? 9. So a big temperature contrast. Looking for something to do this weekend? The Royal Winter Fair kicks off tomorrow. Good advice. All right, thanks so much for joining us. If you want to catch more videos on Science Behind the Weather, just head to our website, theweathernetwork.com. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Thursday. It is the 6th of November, and we are expecting a cool and wet day. The residual moisture could actually leave us with a bit of a rain-snow mix. Not a ton of rain. We're looking at less than 5 millimeters. Pre-dawn, we're looking early tomorrow morning, so anywhere between kind of 6 and 9 a.m. That's where we do have the potential to see a bit of a rain-snow mix. Now, behind this system, we are going to see a much drier day for Friday once that moisture is pushed out, but it's a dirty high, so we're not going to be seeing tons of sunshine. Quite a bit of cloud cover throughout the day. Next system approaches the lower Great Lakes for Saturday. This one is going to start off as rain because our temperatures are going to be warm enough. We're looking at about 7 degrees. By the evening and overnight, however, we are going to see that transition to the potential of a rain-snow mix. Now for Monday, a new system comes in. Temperatures are warm enough. It's going to be all rain. All right, thanks so much, Mike. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Thursday. It is the 6th of November, and today we're going to see a cloudy, wet day. Yesterday, we did see quite a bit of cloud cover. So we'll start off today with rain, less than 5 millimeters, so not a lot of rain, but just enough to make it a gray, gloomy, drizzly kind of day. And then by tonight, temperatures are going to drop significantly. We're looking at around 2 degrees, around 1, the freezing mark in some areas, especially further north. That is where we could see that fine line of mixing. That transition will happen early tomorrow morning, so could certainly affect your morning commute. Now behind that residual moisture, we are going to see a high pressure move in, but it's going to be a dirty high, so a lot of cloud cover, not a lot of brilliant sunshine, and colder temperatures. We're only going to see a daytime high of 5 tomorrow. On Saturday, a new system is going to approach, and this one is going to start off as rain. Our daytime high for Saturday is 7. So we will see primarily showers throughout the afternoon in through the evening, but then again through that late evening overnight, that is where we could see that transition to a bit of a rain-snow mix. Another low pressure moves in for Monday, but again, temperatures are going to be warm enough that it is going to stay rain for Monday and into Tuesday. So we're looking at 5 degrees. Keep in mind, if you're looking at this icon and you're thinking, well, wait a minute, that looks like rain-snow mix all day. It's not going to be. It's just going to start off that way and then dry out throughout the afternoon, and then a new system for Saturday. Thanks, Kim. I'm Emily Vukovic. Today is Thursday. It is the 6th of November. If you want to see more around the world in 60 seconds videos, just head to our website, theweathernetwork.com. Today, it's going to be wet and it's going to be kind of gloomy. Yesterday was gloomy, but at least it was dry. We did see a few rays of sunshine. Time for your early morning commute. That could certainly play an impact on the roads. Make sure you give yourself just a little bit of extra time, just in case. Why not, right? All right, well, today we're looking at less than 5 millimeters of rain, so not epic amounts by any means. But tomorrow morning, that's where we could see that transition. This is going to start early. We're talking like 5 a.m. to about 8 a.m. Once this system moves out, we're going to start to see a bit of a clearing trend behind it. I know you're going to see this high pressure and you're going to think, oh, nice sunshine, but it's a dirty high. So that means we're going to see quite a bit of cloud cover, but at least it's going to be dry through the majority of the day. Now into Saturday, we stay relatively clear, but then by Saturday afternoon, we start to see this system build in, and our temperature on Saturday is 7 degrees. So it's going to be much too cold for snow. But by Saturday evening and through the overnight, we drop significantly to like 3 degrees. By Sunday morning, -1. We could see a transition to rain-snow mix. Our next major system is coming in Monday into Tuesday, but again, temperatures are going to be warm enough that it is going to stay straight rain. So if you're going out this weekend, think umbrella and warm clothing. Thanks, Mike. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Thursday. It is November the 6th. And today, well, we're starting off with a kind of foggy, gloomy, wet start to the day in many areas. Kevin Yard is joining us in beautiful Kitchener, Ontario. And Kevin, cold enough for your threshold of gloves and a scarf.
You guys go.
Here's a confession. I'm actually a little bit scared of geese. I'm scared of geese because if you get too close to them, they bark at you. They literally bark at you. And I have a dog, and I walk the dogs through the trails, and the geese are not a fan of mine or my dogs, so they kind of freak me out. I can tend to keep my distance. 10 degrees this afternoon tonight. To see a rain-snow mix early tomorrow morning. Not a ton of rain today. We're looking at less than 5 millimeters, but pre-dawn we're looking at about 5 a.m. till about 8 a.m. until the system clears out. There is that chance for a rain-snow mix with temperatures hovering around the freezing mark. Now behind this system we do have an area of high pressure moving in, but it is not going to bring in lots of sunshine. It is still going to be a dirty high, so a lot of cloud cover throughout the day. Temperatures much cooler, only a daytime high of 5. On Saturday, we warm up to 7 degrees, but a new system coming in will bring us primarily rain as it drops through the afternoon and early evening. But then we can see that transition to a bit of a rain-snow mix come Sunday morning. And then we clear out, see some sunshine until Monday when the next system moves through. It is the 6th of November, and it's the time of year. It's cold and flu season. How do you protect yourself from both? Well, Kevin Yard spoke to a Target pharmacist and found out this. All right, thanks so much, Kevin. Yesterday was a cool and, well, we saw a little bit of sunshine. Today, not so much. Rain-snow mix. Temperatures will be cold enough. We're looking at about 5 millimeters of rain, so not incredible amounts. And the rain-snow mix is going to be happening early tomorrow morning as that overnight temperature dips. That raises our chance to see a bit of a transition. So if you're an early morning commuter, just give yourself a little bit of extra travel time. You may see nothing, but you may see some very slippery sections as well. So just keep that in mind, especially north of the GTA, Orangeville, up through Mount Forest and continuing up through Barrie. Now, once the system moves out throughout the day tomorrow, we're going to see high pressure move back in, but it's not going to be a brilliant sunny day. We're going to see a lot of cloud cover. And then our next system approaches throughout the day on Saturday. It hits us by about Saturday afternoon. And our daytime high on Saturday is 7 degrees. So we are going to be seeing this start as rain, but as our temperatures cool down behind it, we could see that transition to a rain-snow mix and then another system coming in for the beginning of next week. Temperatures tomorrow much cooler behind that system. We're only looking at 5 degrees. Rain-snow mix tapering off in the morning hours, and then Saturday rain with a daytime high of 7.